What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about POWR Ledger. This is a crypto that is well undervalued, and I'll explain why, because fundamentally there's so much that people don't consider with this, and I'm going to break it all down for you. There's also some big news coming out about Chiliz. I've spoken about Chiliz in the past and why I think it's destined for success, and this recent news confirms that to me. So I'll get into that as well in this video. Before I do, you may be new to the channel and wondering, James, why the hell should I listen to you? Well, let me explain, right? These are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on the channel. They're the first 26 coins I actually owned when I made the channel. Had you put in $100 into each one of these coins and done nothing with them, never sold them at all, just bought them and sat on them, worst thing you can do as an investor, you'd still be in profit for around $7 grand. Profit. And that's doing everything wrong. Remember, you got to buy low, sell high. That's the basic principles of investing. If you had done the right thing, however, if you just sold those coins last year when the markets were flying, you'd be in profit for 123 grand. That's the difference between doing the right thing and the wrong thing. They're not the coins I own anymore. Obviously, I sold mine. If you want to see the coins that I own, go to copymycrypto.com and read that site. On that site, I share my portfolio. Everything I own, every coin I buy, every coin I sell. Right now, we're in a bear cycle. The markets are very down, and I'm buying. Now, a lot of our members are new to investing, never done it, never invested in anything before. There's step-by-step tutorials for anyone that's new. On how you can buy crypto, so it's beginner level ready. And guys, fundamentally, if you want to make these kind of gains, the 50x's, the 60, the 677, then you want to go read that site. Everything on there is in my YouTube history, so you can check through it as well. But you'll notice Phantom tops that list. I did one Udemy course in my entire life, and it was about what I considered the best investment of the year, and it was Phantom. Said it would 100x. Obviously, it did way more than that. If you'd have put in $1 grand, you'd have been able to buy a wonderful house. If you put in $2 grand, you'd have been a millionaire. And there were millionaires made on that Udemy course. And I will find another Phantom. And when I do, I'm not going to do the course. I'm going to go onto the site and tell the members. So if you want to make the life-changing gains and learn about the coin before everyone else, go read that site. Right, POWR Ledger. Look at it. 20 cents. 20 cents. POWR Ledger is legitimately a very strong project. The energy projects are always going to be strong. And there's a reason for that. We are moving towards renewables. That's inevitable. So cryptos that POWR Ledger or any other energy-based token that's tracking energy is going to be important, particularly as all governments begin migrating to renewables. Now, POWR Ledger is headquartered in Australia, but has clients in over 11 countries. POWR Ledger's whole premise is creating solutions that track, trace, and trade renewable energy. So they've got a market for it as well. The premise is basically that they want to create a useful marketplace where your average person can trade the excess energy that they have as well. Now, in a time when we've had an energy crisis, this is immensely valuable. You know, think about the amount of profit that's been rinsed out of all of us by all these big energy companies. And a push towards renewables will help, particularly if you're someone with a huge amount of solar panels and you've got extra energy. You can offload that. People will pay for that. And you've got to understand something, and everyone should, is all governments have set targets based on being carbon neutral, and all governments have set targets in terms of an increase in renewable energies. And as that happens, a project like POWR Ledger is perfectly positioned to do that. So, as an example, in 2015, 30 countries had reached grid parity. And what that actually means is that the price of solar-generated energy was equal or less than the cost of local retail electricity. Obviously now that's never been more true. Electricity is through the roof. And what Power Ledger can do is combine renewable energy with the blockchain tech to create energy solutions that are cheaper and last way, way longer. Now, I've been very conservative with my prediction of $1, and that's purely off of the basis as well that the charts have been, pretty grim, like down to 80, only actually peaked at 80 cents last year. And it should be able to do way more than that. $1, $2 should be achievable. They already have partnerships with governments in Australia. They already have partnerships with some of the big energy companies out there. They're pushing for renewables, and renewables are going to inevitably be a part of all of our lives. So getting on board something that's going to be an emerging tech and an emerging sector makes total sense. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you're a returning viewer, subscribe to the channel, please. We're getting the percentages down more and more and more and more. But we're still knocking around 75% of you that are returning viewers that are not subscribing. So do me a favor and do that so that I don't have to keep asking. Now, Power Ledger. So if we take a look at the clients that they've got as well, because the clients actually is relevant in terms of why I think they can have the success. And I'm being very conservative on the 5x effectively. But they're partnered with property developers in Australia. They're partnered with, they've created an energy community in Spain. They're partnered with Tata Power DDL, which is a leading power distribution plant in India. You've got a peer-to-peer energy partnership with KEPCO in Japan. As you can see, they're partnered with American PowerNet. They are beginning to really start growing some strong partnerships across the world. And the more that we see these grow, the better Power Ledger are going to do. One thing I constantly say, and you'll hear a lot of YouTube crypto guy channels talking about, is you've got to be building during a bear cycle. And Power Ledger are. They're growing partnerships week in and week out. This is one that I think I might actually be massively undervaluing it by saying $1, but it depends. Firstly, the chart sucks, and secondly, it depends how long it's going to take for renewables to really kick into gear. And governments set targets for like 2030, so that's 8 years down the line. So the chances that renewables have a real sort of surge over the next few years is pretty slim. But as a long-term prospect, it's got to be up there because this is a sector that is going to blow up. I just think Power Ledger's gains are going to be seen and experienced in like 8 years' time or 10 years' time, not so much in 2 years, which is why I'm only saying $1 as opposed to anything else. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification as well so you know when new content is coming out. And guys, if you want to see my current portfolio, the coins that I hold, go read copymycrypto.com. It's where I share everything I'm doing, every coin I buy and every coin I sell. And guys, if you're new to investing, new to crypto, I've got step-by-step tutorials for everyone. And fundamentally, guys, it takes the research out of it for you. All I do is dive into charts and research every day. I will find another phantom, and when I do, the members will find out before anyone else. I won't be spouting it out on YouTube or a Udemy course. So if you want to find out about the biggest gainer for the next bull cycle, you're going to want to go and join that site. And last piece of news. I've spoken about Chili's a bunch. Chili's have grown their staff by 70%, despite being in a crypto bear cycle. And it's because the fan token industry is probably going to grow massively. They have grown socios. Socios has partnered with so many different football teams and sporting teams. They have Chili's have also bought a huge share in Barcelona FC's TV rights. They are going from strength to strength and boosting their overall staff by 70% during a bear cycle is a real strong statement that they have got big plans coming. Chili's is not one to sleep on. I do believe there's an immense amount of long-term potential for Chili's with what they've got up and running with socios, with the inevitability of growth in the sporting entertainment sector. Chili's always, just consistently showing strength. And if you're a Chili's holder, that's got to be positive for you. And if you're not a Chili's holder, maybe you should be, because that's big news. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.